Hi, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. And first of all, one of my Facebook friends, he said to me, Kung Fu online, are you joking? Are you making joke? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not expect to teach you all the form in one or 2 hours. It cannot. So I've planned before the seminar. I shoot the video, one part, and showing the video. You can learn from the video. So why you have to learn in the webinar? I'm not only teach the form. I'm not, and you also. You are not only learn the form. If you only learn the form, you no need to come to here, right? You can learn in the YouTube, many forms you can learn. So I'm not only teach the form only, I teach the style. And something I talk, I said, I teach here, I told you here. I'm sure you have never learned or you have never heard before. And also, even you have never think about it. So you have not asked your teacher, asked your Sifu, asked your grandmaster before. So I'm here. I'm not only teach the form, I'm not only showing the form. I will tell you something you have never think about before. And the style, and the rule, and the root, and everything I told you, and how to use. How to use have two ways. The original use in the form is different from fighting style. When you use in the form, I will tell you, and maybe your grandmaster will tell you how to use in the form, how to this one. Yeah, in the form, he will tell you how to use the original, the using of how to use in the form. But when we use the fighting, we are not do this way. No. When in the form, he will teach you like this: catch, punch, elbow, gradually. Okay. But when you use the fighting, just like this one, everything you will punch here. You will not go back and punch, or you will not rod to punch. You will not. And the horse's stand will not be lower down and too big. And the movement also, you will not too big. So this is important. We are not showing the Kung Fu in the movies. We practice the Kung Fu is for good your health and good for your muscle and good for your joints and make it movable. And when we use the fighting, we will not do this big movement. The movement will be very small, right? So I'm going to teach you that now. I'm going to tell you now about the second part of the Gung Qi. The second part of Gung Qi, we are going to showing catch, elbow up, catch, elbow up. Okay. Yeah, the second part of the move, the Gung Qi for Fook Kuen. Catch down, elbow up, catch down, elbow up, step by step. Catch down, marble, and attack, combo, and turn. Fully back. Okay, stop here. In all the Kung Fu Sam and all the Kung Fu form, in the form, when you practice the form Sam, sometimes we're doing the movement, the two direction. But when we use of fighting, the two movement in one direction, not only two direction, not two direction. And also, in the form, you may be inside. Some of the movement you go inside, and some of the movement you go outside to block. So remember this. But when we use the fighting, everything is free. Everything is free. Okay. So I try to show it again. Yeah, before here, in the middle way. Now we go to the 45 degree and keep the energy. As I told you before, after you do it, the movement finish. You keep energy here. Go 45, marble, and turn, hands out, catch down, elbow up, combo. And go marble 45 degree, turn, catch down, and check, elbow up. This elbow up, not this elbow up. This elbow hold down and up. This one up over your shoulder, over your shoulder, and this one elbow up. Step by step. Step 1, marble catch down. Step 2, combo, elbow up, elbow down. So this is important. Now I'm going to show you how to use of this one. The movement, I told you before, some of the movement in the form, some of the movement will go inside, and some of the movement will go outside to do it. For example, 防守, right? Or this one, 防守. Outside to do it, right? But some of the movement may be inside. Catch down, push out, right? You block me, catch down, push out. Inside to do it, right? In the form, have the rule, have the original use. But when we use of fighting, everything is free. Okay. This one, catch down, elbow up, is for what? For outside. For outside. You can hands up, catch down, and elbow up, right? And now here, catch down, and elbow up. So I'm outside, right? Step by step. Okay. But when we use of fighting, no step by step. Up. Okay. And the one movement. Turn, head up, right? And you stand up, not go down. Don't catch down. Step by step go. So when you use of fighting, maybe here, you come and catch down at the same time. Up, right? And also, when you use of fighting, maybe inside you go do it. Maybe inside, I can go catch, but I will not here. I will not here. I will be only in the central line. See? So when you use the fighting, okay, inside, catch, up, elbow up, and then up, here. Right? So when you use the fighting, you will catch down, elbow up, go up, marble, catch down, elbow up. No. When you use the fighting, you like this, When we're doing this one, catch up at the same time. Catch up. Right. Make this one same. Catch up. One movement. But in the form, it's step by step. 1, 2, 1, 2. But in the use, when you use the fighting like this one, catch 1. See? Or maybe inside, catch up. Elbow down, catch up. Can you see it? Right? And when you use the fighting, you stand, not to lower down, as wide as your shoulder, and sit on the middle. One hand outside, one hand inside. Or maybe this, or maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. When he come and pass my hand, and then I catch, right? At the same time, one hand up, one hand inside, right? So all the Kung Fu, same. You will surprise why I cancel. Why I go this one and catch down? Yes. Before we learn, after this one, and catch a small movement, catch down, up, catch down, up, catch down, up. We will not make a big movement up, big movement up, big movement. We will not. We just up and open, catch down, up, catch down, up, catch down, up. We will not elbow up. We use elbow pull down, catch down, pull down, elbow up, catch down, pull up. But now today I teach my students stem and make this the finger, make the joint of the finger alive. Because when we use a fighting, we also do this one. Or do this one. So, or do this one. So nowadays I teach my students, and when they practice the form, also open the hand, palm, and catch down, up, palm, catch down, pull down, catch down, up, turn, catch down, up. Because when we use the fighting, we do this one. Someone will punch in, maybe here outside, maybe inside. So when he pass my hand, I will catch down. When he touch my hand, I will catch down, elbow up. Or maybe this one, catch down, elbow up. When we practice the form, we make the joints alive, movable. Not only it's dead, not movable. So you can see why we have to do it. Catch, up, palm, catch, up, catch, up. So my finger is alive and movable, not dead. We have to catch from palm, catch, and elbow pull down, and turn to pull down. All my arm, all the muscle is alive, not dead. This is why your Honga ladies, why you Honga ladies, why you Honga ladies, something different from their Kung Fu. I said all the Kung Fu same. All the Kung Fu same. Not only our Honga. Everything is same. But something may be different. And when they practice the form, may be different. And the name also different. But the mind, same. So when they all, maybe Mantis, maybe another Kung Fu, okay, when they practice the form, the lower down, big movement, right? But when they use for fighting, okay, and up like this one or like this one. When people that when people their hand pass your arm, 翹手. When they touch and then catch down at the same time. But in the form, in our Honga form is step by step, step by step. Step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2. Okay, next part. You turn back to another side. Okay, after this one, and rod, cut it back, rod, and turn, and put the mind to the elbow, pull to left and right side, and turn down, put it back. Okay, now we're going to the second part. The second part, same. Something for in the original use is for outside, but when we use for fighting, you can inside to do it. Something is outside. The elbow up, we call Pao Zhang, fluid Pao Zhang, Pao. But down, we call Big Zhang. We also use the arm, big, but don't forget the other hand, and keep catching, catch down, big, and pull back. And from yin yang, cut. Don't forget this one, and keep catch. So all the Kung Fu same, when you're doing one hand, you don't have to forget the other hand. When you're doing the left hand, don't forget the other hand. The other hand may be pull back, or maybe close, protect yourself, close, and turn your wrist close. So don't forget this one. And also we learn the weapon, same. I saw many people, they learn the weapon to make the flower, or broadsword, make the flower, or make the flower up there. They forget the hand, protect himself. He drop down his hand, drop down, and the front hand make flower, make a flower, and the left hand drop down. So this is wrong. Everything you have to doing one hand. Don't forget the other hand. Okay, now I'm showing you the second part. Before he punched me up, okay, he punched me up. So I catch, pull down, and elbow up. This one, right? This is outside. Or maybe this one, he punched me up, same, catch down, go inside, right? But now he punched me down, right? So same here. Maybe inside, I catch down, and cut, cut, okay. Or maybe this way, he punched me down, okay. Or maybe outside, he punched me. Maybe inside, he punched me, and catch down, and keep catching, and cut his wrist, pull back, cut. When we catch, when we doing the form, we step by step catch down, marble, and Kung Fu, break, and pull back, and keep catching, and go inside, turn, and cut, step by step. Okay. But when we use the fighting, maybe one, okay, cut up, or maybe one, cut, or maybe one, two. Everything is free. Or maybe inside, So inside, same. We know right here. Useless now. And we have to cut up or protect myself and cut down at the same time. Cut. Right? So, but in the form, okay, in the form you can see two directions. Catch one, hands up. Remember the hands up is not too strict. Elbow down, hand, catch, hand, catch. And pull back, gongpo to pick. And then turn to another direction. Turn and keep catching. Gongpo. Two directions. But when we use the fighting, one direction, just like I showed you before. Right? Okay. Now we're going to another part of the video. Yeah. Yeah, step by step, marble and turn the gongpo. And this one, cut, jump, marble, gongpo. One hand, two hand, up, rock. We learned before this one, this part. Marble, gongpo. And go straight marble, gongpo. Catch, push, head back, go marble, and turn the gongpo, attack. Okay. In all the kung fu, maybe all the kung fu same. At least our Honga is step by step. We go marble first, and then turn to gongpo to attack. For example, like this. This one, trinket. And step one, marble, and turn to gongpo. In the form, we practice the form. We practice the horses stand, the power push from the ground, turn, push, and one hand turn back, one hand turn out. We will not. And not do it. We will step, marble, and catch, and push the ground to turn the gongpo to attack. This is the practice to form. But when we use the fighting, okay, like this. Maybe come. Maybe go, come, catch. We will not take back your hand, and we will not go down, step, punch, will not. So remember, all the Kung Fu stand, practice the form is different from used to fighting. It's different. When you're doing the fight, everything is free. When you practice the form, you have to step one, step two, step one, step two, step one, step two. But when we use the fighting, everything is free. In the form, we usually left leg go and right hand, and right leg go, left hand. Okay. But when we use the fighting, everything is free. Like this. Step one. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. In the form, we have the step by step, marble, marble, step, marble, and turn the gongpo. Go, marble, rock, and turn the gongpo, step by step. So this is different. So when we step and turn up, push, pull it back. We go marble and turn the gongpo, cut, shuffle, cut. This is not butterfly plant. This is pou pai. Pou pai. But usually we call butterfly plant, butterfly plant. Butterfly plant is not this one. Okay, when we cut and shadow kick. So again, marble, combo, cut, turn the circle, you cut, stand, or kick. And usually the Popeye, we go together. We will not marble, combo. So this one, push not, right? So in our home Gung, I told you, 95% we go step by step, marble and combo, marble, step, turn the combo, right? But only a little bit, only 5% we go step, cut, step. Only 5%. But the 95% we go step, marble, and turn to combo, attack. Go marble and turn to combo for attack. The first part here, okay. Inside, give me hand. Cut down, punch down, drop, right? Or another hand, cut, kick, and step, push, right? So we always, when we go up, we have to go inside. Go inside. From outside to go inside. From outside to go more inside. Right? Go inside. Go on. Go inside. And the castle set. I go this way. My chest stand is outside. My chest stand is outside. Now I turn, shadow, turn inside for practice. Or we use for fighting. Okay. From outside, and the hand, you have to pass the center line, cut, and rod, cut, rod, push. Push, cut, push, right? So the first part, here, okay, rod, or maybe your leg, kick really, rod, and okay, cut. Maybe inside, never mind. After you cut, and you put it inside. Okay, this is not butterfly. If the butterfly, later I'll tell you how is the butterfly. Whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also step by step, and later I'll tell you. I'll show you. But this one is not butterfly brown. This one is Popeye. Popeye. The meaning of the Popeye, like this, in long time ago. Popeye. The meaning is holding a wooden pie. So Popeye is not butterfly. Popeye is different from butterfly brown, almost same, and also past the center line. Okay. And after two ways to catch, pick, and cut. Okay, after two ways, we go back to the central line. Okay, the form, in the form, we go back to the central line. Okay, form. Yeah, marble, catch down, combo, F what? Marble, 看手, catch down, combo, F what? Marble, 看手, catch down, combo, up, step, cut back, and push. Okay, go inside, broad, and circle, past the center line, and push, and turns out, catch down, flick. Don't forget the hand, keep catching, and inside, downside, down way to cut. Okay. Now 2-way, finish. We go back to the front way. Block up, catch down, up. Yeah. Okay, stay there. After 2-way, we cut. After 2-way, we go back to the central line in the middle. Send, marble, and keep energy. Okay? And turn the gung, and go marble, and turn the gung and attack. Now, remember this. Look clearly about the root. Right now, one block. When he punch me down or he kick, so block, right? Block, and go marble. My hand, 2 hands outside, block, not too much, just go out, and go back to my wrist, turn up, go up. This is important. You can feel. If you from outside, you cannot feel the power, low power. If you a circle up and push, you can feel the power because from outside turn back to the wrist to push up, right? We push to the right upside, push, and this one block, and then and this one block. We will not too big movement. We will elbow down, cut, tip the hand, cut, and this one a circle, cut, right? So I'm showing you how the use of this one. Okay. In the form, I told you before, in the original use of the original use is in punch me, block up, kill, right? But when we use of fighting, maybe this hand, you punch me, I block in this middle line, push, in the center line, push here. But our original is like this, right? Okay. And when he turns your head, when you go back, and then remember I said, this hand, not too big movement, you will lost. And this hand, cut down. Just slowly cut down. Right? Okay, so after you block, or maybe you watch it, block, and push up. Okay, and cut down. When the distance is long, we use here to cut. But when the distance is close, when the distance is long, use no block. The important thing is when you block, you only cut down. A small circle to cut down. You cannot big yeah. If you use a big movement, block, you will touch it. Right? You will lose his hand. And he will punch you again. You have no chance to block him again. So remember what you block. Okay. See the hand here. So the hand here, not big movement, right? Just hand here and cut, right? Okay, we can do many times of this movement. You will feel something similar to another Kung Fu. What? Okay, he brought me. Okay, I can cut. Again. Can you see something different? Similar. Just like la, da, la, da, la, da, la, da. Lap sau, punch. Lap sau, punch. Lap da, lap da, lap da, lap da, lap da, lap da. Cut, 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 cut. Something similar, maybe you have learned before, another Kung Fu, right? So, and also, I told you, when you use the fighting, maybe inside. If you use outside, right, or maybe got more inside, push through. Okay, and cut down, and cut more. Okay. So when we use the fighting, maybe inside, right, at the same time, right, up, I push through, push up. And also, I can set you do it because if I cut down, it's okay. If I cut here, here is dangerous. So when I brought up, and then I cut down, okay, right? Right? So remember, when you use the fighting, so many things different. I told you before, when we practice the form, the horse stand is bigger and lower down, and the movement is bigger. Some of the movement in the form is not also very big. Some of the movement is very big. So you have to remember, maybe you have never asked your grandmaster. So you have never think about this. You don't have to think everything is big movement, big movement, big movement. No, some movement is small, turn down. And some movement, a circle like this. And some movement, yeah, very big. I'll show you. Like this. The movement is small. Turn down. Turn. Now this is a big movement. Go inside. Big movement. Right? But some of the movement in the center, middle, not too much. The circle like this. And some of the movement, the circle like this. Turn down. Okay. In other form, I would tell you how to use about this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. In other form, I will tell you. But I'm telling you the why before I teach you. Before I told you about when we practice the form, it's big movement, go down. But not all the movements, big movement. No, some of the movement very small, a little bit. And some of the movement is why I show your shoulder past the center line. And some of the movement, yeah, is really big. Right? We used to fighting, the movement is small, and the horse stand is small, and up, and the circle is small, right? But when we use in a form for practice, the horse stance require lower down, and the movement, some of them small, some of them middle, and some of them big movement. We have to watch another movement. The front way we have learned before. Cut, stay, cut back, marble, turn the gongfu, turn to cut down, and turn to punch up. Okay, this one, I'll tell you how. Okay. When we practice the form, some of the movement is doing two hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, two hands, the movement same, and the leg not move. But when we use the fighting, we have to move. The leg will move. And the hand, not only one hand, but not only two hands. We use one hand, or maybe this one hand. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, when we use the fighting, we go move. One hand. 1 and 2 and 3. Only one hand. Maybe left hand. Go. 1, 2, 3. And this one same. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up. Cut. And kick here, go, marble. And then turn the gongfu. And cut back. Break the arm. And go up. Marble. And turn the gongfu. Double. Two hands together. And two hands cut back together. Turn to cut. And two hands go straight up together. But when we use the fighting, only one hand, not two hands. Okay. Now I watch it. In the form, I use two hands rock. But here it's dangerous. But so when we use the fighting, it's one hand. One. This hand protect myself. He brought me. Okay. Now I turn down the cut. Turn down the cut. And go forward with him. So only one hand. So I go one hand watching. Okay. I turn down, cut, set. And sticking hand with him. Go. Good job. So only one hand, not two hands. So you don't have you have to remember in the form. The grandmaster they make the form just like this. Okay, some of them not you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the leg not move, and two hands together. Two hands doing the same thing. But when we use of fighting, we don't have to. I push two men, two enemies. I push him. Right? No, I choke, not two way, only one. I go. One hand. And 1, 2. So this one said cut back. And also I cut. I told you what. Okay, you got me. I break his arm. Right? The first one is cut. The second one, break his arm. Kick. After I kick, okay, in the form, okay, keep it. I have two hands to block. We use the fighting. One hand to block. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Maybe he used this hand to block me. Okay. Same. I cut down, punch from inside. But in the form, the master will tell you this one, right hand block. Block and turn down, maybe here, inside. Okay, maybe here, outside. Okay, but when we use a fighting, we will not cut down by the wrist, beside the wrist, we will not. Just block, turn, punch. Okay, maybe he will use this hand to block me. Okay, same. I turn down a little bit and punch. Punch on. Okay, this is sticking hand. Turn down. When he pull back his hand, I follow. I follow. Oh. See. So this is why you don't have to think, oh, I use two hands, I use two hands. But when we use of fighting, I tell you also, the distance is also important. When he punched me, okay, if the distance is longer, maybe I turn here, wrong, inside. Okay, if the distance is close, okay, I brought here, inside, right? Similar, he punched me down, so I do it, 1, 2, 3. But when the distance is more close, I will 1, 2, 3. See? So the distance, different distance and different use. And just like take sand before this one. The distance is longer. Okay, I cut. I use this way to cut. Cut is here. When the distance is close, right? Up. And use my leg. Go inside. Right? So different distance with different use. Okay. Okay, now we will maybe stop here. And any question you can ask me. I hope I can answer you.
Hello, Sifu.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Kuen. Hello, Ma.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I use this book, you know, this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
To learn Kung for Fook.
Yeah.
And I can see the master when he sweep, the stance is very low. Why?
So I told you before, when he teach you in the form, the original use in the form, he will show you the lower down, the big movement, lower down the horse's stand. But when we use the fighting, we cannot. The movement is small. So in the video or in the books, he's showing you how to use the original. How to use this one doing this one doing a big movement, this one doing big movement. But when we use the fighting, just turn down. Just turn down.
Okay.
Small movement. Okay.
Okay.
So I told you before that about this one. At the beginning of today, I told you one of my friends, he said, "Oh, Kung Fu in online. How can you teach in the Kung Fu online?" It's true. Yes. You cannot learn the form in 1 hour. I cannot teach you 1 hour in the form. So I shoot the video before and show you the video and everything here. I told you. I explained why we have to do this. We have to do this. If you only learn the form, okay, you don't need to come here. And if you only learn the form, you can up in the YouTube, many forms you can learn. Some of the friends he can learn from YouTube. but he don't know how to use. He don't know why the movement. And also, I know that some of the old master, or maybe some of the master nowadays, he also ask you, oh, no need to look, no need to watch. Yeah, no, the other kung fu no good. Our kung fu is really, really good. Oh, the other kung fu no need to look, no need to look. But I hope you can open your mind. Open your mind. Hong Ga is not the best, not only the best. That all the kung fu same. I always said all the kung fu something same, also something different, and all the kung fu the mind same, right? So you have to watch. You can watch more, and the YouTube more, and you will know what I say. We have to step by step. The first lesson, the last lesson, I told you this, not too quickly, not too quickly. We step every point. After we take the power and hold the energy and go up step by step, so the it's useless. One rhythm. We have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if you are younger than me, you're power than me. Okay, you can a little bit fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do the form. I do the form with the rings, 10 minutes. But if you younger than me and power than me, you can a little bit fast, maybe 6 minutes. But you cannot 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You cannot do it. It's not Hong Ga. Okay, you have to pawn, you pawn, you pawn, you pawn, 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 pawn. This is pawn to pawn. Okay. Pawn, pawn, pawn. Why we have the Hong Ga? We carry the rings to do the form. The only Gongqi. Some of them they do Tixin also. I don't care. But we usually in Gongqi. Why? This is why I told you point to point. When you punch, make the power after you punch. And then you go up or go down. Go marble. And then from this point, you turn to gongbo. From this point, you turn go up, go down. And from this point, so you cannot show you. You don't have to carry too much. Maybe 3 or later 4, later 5, later 7. But you cannot ask the young one, the beginner, to carry 6, 7. You cannot. It will hurt him. So after this one, up, down, 1. Every time, same way. Okay. Why we have to carry the ring? I show you. We practice the first one. We practice when I throw the punch. Okay, after I punch, I hold it. I hold it with energy and go up. When I hold it, when I go down or go another way or go up, I kick it here. And from this point to do another movement. Okay, maybe I go up, I go down, I kick the energy here. And from this point, you turn to another point. and go up, go down, go up, go down. I hold it here. And then from this point, I turn another point. So why we have to do this? Why? Do you know why? When we, okay. The first lesson I told you before, the first lesson, the salute, how the use of the salute. When people come to punch me, okay, now the blood close. I stay here. I stay here. I'm waiting for him. When he push it, I pull back his hand. I follow him. Right? Why I can feel? Why I can feel he when he pull back his hand? Why? Because I'm sticking hand here. I'm sticking hand with him. Right? Arm to arm, cross. And then I can feel. Right out. 1, 2. I'll stand the line. 1, 2. Okay. So when we carry the ring, it's for this one. He punch me, I block it. If my hand after I block, I rest, and then he will punch me again. Slow motion. Rod, okay, rest, punch me again. Right. So I have to block against him. Against. I can feel it. I can feel his hand. And then when he pull back his hand, I will follow him. Okay. But if he don't pull back his hand, said, I can feel it. I can feel after his hand punch me, I block him. His hand is weak. Then I hold him down. Set. So when you carry the ring is for this one, after I block, I keep the energy against him. And then when he come or when he go back his hand, I follow. Push on. Kick. Right? And also one thing. And you see these two rings different. It's 2 rings, 4 rings different. And this one, the ring, I buy this ring about 40 years more before. When I was young, I buy this. I brought this one. The outside is too high, rusted. Okay, it's different from this one nowadays. Nowadays, the people buy this one, the strong one. Good. So it's different. You cannot buy this one anymore. Usually they buy this one. Looking good. So why we have to do this one? We do this one when we practice the form. Your skin. Make your skin strong. Make your skin strong. Yeah. And why we have to do this? Okay. So when he punch me, the arm to arm will cut. So our 2 arms together. If your arm is too weak, when he punch, Oh. Usually the girls, when you punch, okay, oh, really hurt. Ooh, right? So we use the ring or make the skin strong. So punch up, rock up, right? And sticking hand out. Cut. And the YouTube, you can find my video. In this video, I shoot in a 2005. 2005. I shoot. My hair is also black. Nowadays, same ring. I shoot this video. I want to check if I can do it again. When I was young, I can do it. I can do it. And now, in 2005, at 15 years more old, more 16 years old, can I do it? Can I do it? So I want to check. I want to check. I want to do it again. I try. So you can see step by step. Up. Breathe in. Strict. Rest. You can find this video in my website, in my videos, in YouTube. I put on the YouTube. I think I'm the first one I put the rings doing Gongji. I'm the first one to put on the YouTube in 2005. You can see something tight, sometimes rest, sometimes tight, sometimes rest, sometimes tight, rest. I'm so sad. I can see my hair is dark. Now the hair is white. Okay.
Doje, Manon Sifu. Thank you, Bray. See you next week.
All right.